Hey friends, and welcome to this new video dedicated to Garten of Banban series. Today we are here with a brand new and super exciting video all about Garten of Banban 9, the next chapter of this series that has captured the attention of fans everywhere. In this video, we are going to talk about the latest news that has just been released in the last few hours, news that gives us fresh clues about what's coming in the future chapters. But that's not all. I will also show you some new official messages that the developers have published, messages that have sparked new theories and discussions in the community, and in my opinion, they give us a very interesting look at what we might experience in Banban 9. And finally, we will also take some time to discuss another very important point: when the next episode of the Banban Chronicles could arrive. For those who don't know, the Banban Chronicles is a special series of videos dedicated to exploring the dark secrets of the characters, and many fans are waiting for more updates on that side as well. Before we start, I kindly ask you for a small favor. If you enjoy my videos and want to stay updated with all the latest news and theories about the world of Garten of Banban, don't forget to leave a big like on this video and of course subscribe to the channel, because there are so many more videos coming and you definitely don't want to miss them. So get ready, because in this video we are going to dive into all the latest news about Garten of Banban 9. Take a closer look at the new official messages from the developers, and also talk about what could be coming next for the Banban Chronicles. Let's start right away with the first big news. Finally, Garten of Banban Chapter 8 is now available for iPhone. After a few days of waiting since the release of the Android version, now even all the players who use Apple devices can finally get their hands on this new chapter of the series. It was really a short wait, but it created a lot of curiosity in the community, especially because many were wondering when this version would arrive and why it wasn't released at the same time as Android. The main reason for the delay is connected to the review process of the Apple App Store team. In fact, unlike Google Play, where approval times are much faster, with Apple it takes a few extra days to complete all the checks and give the final green light for publication. And that's exactly why the iPhone version had a slight delay compared to Android. Now though, the chapter is finally available and we can say that the wait was worth it. And for those who are curious to see with their own eyes how this game looks on iPhone, I remind you that on my secondary channel, PaninoTube Gameplay International, I have already published a gameplay video dedicated to the iPhone version. In that video, I played and showed live how the game runs on Apple devices, so you can get a precise idea of performance and graphics. So guys, if you are interested in seeing Garten of Banban 8 inches action on iPhone, I suggest you go and check out that video, because there you will find all the answers to your curiosity. And now let's move on to another really exciting piece of news that directly involves the video series, the Banban Chronicles. Finally, after weeks of waiting and speculation, we can say that the new episode is practically ready. This confirmation doesn't just come from rumors in the community, but straight from an official message posted by Geppo, one of the two main developers of the game, who shared some really important updates. In his message, Geppo clearly said that the new episode of the Banban Chronicles is almost finished. This means that the work is in its final stages and that, most likely, we won't have to wait much longer. In fact, I personally believe the chances that the episode will be released this very week are really high. If we want to make a more precise prediction, I wouldn't even rule out the possibility of it coming out this Friday. That would be the perfect release for the weekend, giving fans time to watch it and discuss it together. But the real question everyone is asking is, who will this new episode be about? As we know, the Banban Chronicles series doesn't just tell the main story of the game, but focuses on the darker, hidden secrets of individual characters. Each episode is dedicated to a specific mascot or creature, revealing its origin, mysteries, and details that we usually don't see in the main game. In my opinion, and here I'm stepping a bit into the theory zone, the next episode will be dedicated to Flambeau, the main mascot in Chapter 8. Flambeau has definitely been one of the characters that caught the community's attention the most. Not only because of his unique design, but also because he represents one of the most important new additions to the saga. That's why I believe the developers decided to reveal his origins in the Banban Chronicles. We might finally discover where the idea for this character came from, what secrets are hidden behind him, and maybe even some brand new details that will hint at his role in the upcoming chapters. And that's not all, because we already know that Flambeau will have a key role in Garten of Banban 9. In this new chapter, we won't see him just as a mascot, but instead as part of a monstrous creature. Flambeau will be fused with Banban himself, creating a terrifying fusion that could become one of the scariest and most memorable moments in the whole saga. So guys, the next episode of the Banban Chronicles might not only explore Flambeau's backstory, but also give us some clues about what we're going to see in Banban 9. In short, we are just one step away from connecting the dots and discovering how the main story and the spin-off series tie together, building a bigger and even more mysterious picture. Now let's move on to another very interesting message that is directly connected to the future of Chapter 9. This message is not exactly new because it was actually published several days ago, but honestly, I hadn't noticed it right away. The reason is simple. The developers have been sharing so many messages, updates, and little hints lately that it's hard to carefully read every single one. But once I found this message, it turned out to be very important, because it talks about one of the central characters of the next chapter, Bruschista. As we already know, Bruschista will be the main mascot of Garten of Banban 9, and she will definitely not be a secondary character. On the contrary, from the information we have, her role will be absolutely central to the story. And this was confirmed by Geppo, who in this message clearly wrote that Bruschista will be insane. A short word, but very meaningful, because it suggests that this character won't just be a creepy creature, but she will have a very precise, strong, and unpredictable personality. The developers are clearly working hard to give Bruschista a true identity, making her very different from all the mascots we have seen before. She will not just be an enemy to avoid or a mysterious creature in the shadows, but a dominant presence capable of influencing the entire course of the story. In short, Bruschista will not be a simple passing monster, but the actual core of Chapter 9. And if we go back to the ending of Chapter 8, we already got a little glimpse of her. In that final scene, Bruschista makes her first real appearance, even though in a very mysterious way. We don't see her full body, but only her huge tail crawling slowly inside a dark room, a single detail that was enough to transmit tension and leave players with countless questions. But the most disturbing part comes right after that. While her tail is moving in the shadows, we hear Bruschista speaking a line that completely changes the tone of the scene. She clearly says that from this moment on, the rules will change, a declaration that feels like a manifesto of what's coming in the next chapter. As if she wanted to announce that from now on she will take command of everything, overthrowing the dynamics we were used to and putting Banban and the other mascots in the background. This little detail makes us think that in Chapter 9 Bruschista won't just be an obstacle, but maybe even a new leader inside the world of Garten of Banban. And that opens the door to so many narrative possibilities, new rules, new threats, and maybe even new allies or betrayals. What is certain is that the developers decided to give her an enormous role, and Geppo's message is the ultimate confirmation.
Then, the Anteater enters the stage. She moved like smoke, silent, choking, inevitable. And I quote her, "You need me as much as I need you. Trust me. Now, the rules change."
Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.